Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Peralvis, and that rhymes with for all of us. And I'm the People's Party candidate for the October federal election. I hope you vote for me. Today, we're going to look at differences between the four major parties, and the Green Party's not represented on here, but I talk about them through our links, and they're the same as the other four parties, other than the People's Party. But we'll look at it. So we're going to look at budget and debt. And so the People's Party of Canada promises that to balance the budget within 2 years without cutting services, to stop growing the debt, cutting interest payments alone are about $54.3 million daily, achieve 3% annual savings by eliminating waste like corporate handouts. The Liberals have no plan or timeline for balancing the budget. The Conservatives, they broke a vow to balance the budget within 2 years, no promise to balance the budget over the next 4-year term. In fact, Scheer says that maybe by 2025. NDP have no plan or time frame for balancing the budget. And I'm going to back it up. So here we go. Here's Mr. Bernier, and he says in a tweet, and this is from March 27, 2019, Mr. Bernier says, Scheer will balance the budget someday, just like the Liberals, after we've bought enough votes to get reelected. At least we know Trudeau broke his promise of having a balanced budget by 2019. A PPC government will balance the budget within 2 years. And this is a link to Scheer promises balanced budget if elected, but doesn't say when. Here is an article or a newspaper clipping of Mr. Bernier. The title is Bernier Promises Balanced Budget. Pipelines in Central Alberta campaign stop. The party leader also vowed to balance the budget in 2 years by cutting funding in several areas such as business subsidies and the CBC. Quote, the federal government is giving $5 billion to corporations. Subsidies, we don't need that. Bernier said, it's unfair. It's unfair to tax a small business, ... and giving that to SNC-Lavalin or Bombardier or GM. Bombardier or GM. We can save money by transforming CBC like PBS. It's easy because we know what reforms we can do. So that's Mr. Bernier's stance. Here's Mr. Scheer's stance, and this is a Globe and Mail article from BC. It says Conservatives change balance budget timeline, and this is published May 24th, 2019. And it says, Andrew Scheer says a federal Conservative government elected this fall would act responsibly to balance the books, announcing a timeline that would see deficits continue throughout at least its first term. The party leader said Friday that most optimistic projections don't have the Liberals balancing the budget for 20 years, but as Prime Minister, he would balance the budget in a quarter of that time. Quote, to be clear, my platform will have fully costed, independently vetted fiscal plan that will get Canada back in the black, one that eliminates waste, slows spending growth, and phases out the Trudeau deficit in the medium term, Mr. Scheer told a gathering at the Canadian Club in the latest in a series of policy speeches. The Tory leader said his approach to balancing the federal budget won't affect the Canada Child Benefit, seniors benefits, or transfer to provinces. They are already budgeted for the long term, and I'm committed to them, he says. The Liberal government's 2019 budget said the deficit would decline to $9.8 billion in 2023-24, but did not announce a target date for its elimination. A Finance Department report released in December said the deficit is on pace to be erased by 2040. So Scheer is saying, I can do it by 2025, and Mr. Trudeau's saying, well, here's Mr. Trudeau, and Mr. Bernier is saying 2 years. Here's Mr. Trudeau's plan, released December, here's the report. The latest report released December 21st, 2018. This is based on Trudeau's governance, and it says federal budget won't be balanced until 2040, the Finance Department says. And I'm not going to go through this one. The link is in the description if you'd like to read it. I wanted to look at the Greens, and the Greens, well, this was the first thing that I came across, and it was from the 2015, so I thought that was weird. I thought that was kind of strange. And so I looked for Mission Possible, and Mission Possible got a climate action plan, but not very dense on the budgetary promises, so one can only assume that either the same or go up. And here's the affordability for all platform. So they talk about ending systemic poverty means rethinking the system. And it says Canada is among the richest countries in the world. We have the resources and talent to create a truly just society. Canada's social safety net was developed almost 50 years ago. There have been no bold innovations since the government of Lester B. Pearson. It's time for the next major innovations, pharmacare and guaranteed livable income. We can eliminate poverty and create a healthier, stronger Canada. Okay, so that's their plan, kind of in a nutshell. And poverty is the problem we can't fix. Poverty is a problem we can't fix. Here's how. We can fix. Here's how. Establish guaranteed livable income to ensure each Canadian can live with dignity and independence. Oh, Okay, so it seems expensive. Seems expensive. And here's the NDP's platform. This was published June 22nd. So more recently, 2019. CTV News is reporting Singh can't say when an NDP government would balance the budget. Leader Jagmeet Singh says he can't say when a new Democrat government would balance the budget. In an interview on CTV's Question Period, Singh vowed to be responsible with the budget if elected, but stated his intention is to follow through on the still growing list of progressive promises he's making. Our principle is going to be this: we're not going to run deficits to fund tax cuts. We're going to make sure that Canadians get the services they need. We believe in being responsible with our precious taxpayer dollars, and we believe in investing those dollars into services that Canadians need. We're not afraid to make those investments, Singh said. So investing in services? Services? Okay, here's the NDP's building an economy that works, and this is all promises. I was looking through the business area. There's a business one here. Hold on. Where is it? Building and supporting good jobs. Yeah, business. No, hold on. Where's the business one? Supporting small business there. And it's not talking about any tax cuts or anything like that. It's talking about making it easier to access export services and streamlining, hold on, here it is, provides small and medium-sized businesses with a single point of contact to help ease regulatory processes and support compliance, freeing up time for entrepreneurs to invest in growing their business. So it's not very business friendly, right? I mean, a single point of contact to make sure you're compliant with all these regulations is not the same as removing the regulations entirely. And some regulations are necessary, but the forest of bureaucracy that's grown up around all of this stuff is incredibly, incredibly dense. And that makes starting up a business really hard. If you have a good idea, having a single point of contact for compliance, I mean, isn't great if 400 other people have that same single point of contact, right? It's kind of, I don't know. And again, the way companies innovate is they're free to innovate. They're free to try things. They're free to fail. And if you have all of these steps to go through, that eats up money. So these are the policies. These are the differences. And this is the budget plan for all four major parties and the Green Party. And if I've got something wrong, I'll redo it. But I don't think I do. My name is Mark Peralivas. I'm the People's Party candidate for the October federal election. I hope you vote for me. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.